Hi everyone, this is Ravelyn M. Whistler, owner, designer, and creator of Handmade with Love. In this video, I would like to show you a bunny wreath decor. You see, I made this bunny from scratch. So first is you're going to get your willow wreath frame. So one is 12 inches round, and the other one, the small one, is 9 inches in diameter. So 12 inches and 9 inches in diameter, and it's called willow wreath form. So what I am doing here is I would like to put these materials behind my bunny. So first thing that I'm going to do is I zip tie my two wreath forms, and I want to make sure that they are attached really good to each other. So I put another zip tie. This zip tie is like 5 inches long, the white one, and the blue one is a lot longer. So you want to make sure that you secure the two wreath form before you will start your project. Alright, now you have to cut the extra zip ties. Make sure it's tight and it's secure. So the next thing that I want to do is I'm trying to measure. Now this is actually a placemat from Dollar Tree, the plaid, the red and black plaid. So I am just going to put glue all around my willow wreath form, and then I will stick my material. Actually, it's a placemat from Dollar Tree. So you want to make sure that it will stick on the back of your wreath form, and try to flatten it out and straighten the material. So now you want to do the small wreath form. You want to glue the material on the top side or the head part of the bunny. First is cut the excess material from the bigger one, and then make sure you glue the loose material so it will stick into the back of the wreath. So I'm using a Gorilla Glue stick with my hot glue gun, and after I am making sure that it's all glued into the back of the bigger wreath form, then I will be working on the small wreath form. See, this is how it looks. You really want to make sure that it's secure, so if you need to add more glue, you should do it. Sorry, the angle is a little bit weird, but I'm trying to put more glue and make sure the material sticks into that willow wreath form. Okay, it looks like it is good to go. Oh, there's another one that needs to be glued on. Be careful when you work with a hot glue gun, because the glue stick, it can be very, very hot, or the glue that comes out off of your glue gun. Alright, now let's work on the small one. So the same thing that you are going to do, you will glue the material on that little head, on the top, the small wreath form. And this time, actually, I'm just going to use the one side of the placemat. So I am cutting the back side of my placemat, And make sure it is glued onto the back of my small wreath form. So I'm trying to cut some of my extra mat, and hopefully I will have, yep, there we go. So I cut the back of my mat, and now we are ready to glue. Yep, we're gonna put glue again on the other side, and we're gonna make sure that we stretch the material so it won't look like it's got wrinkles all over the place. Now we're gonna cut the excess material. We're going to make sure that there is no excess material on the side, and make sure that you will glue any loose materials onto the form. Yeah, make sure. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just making sure that I put glue on the other side, because there are some loose materials there, and it makes the bunny better when the materials look straight. So right now I am using this Garland Ties that I got from Walmart, but you could also get it from Dollar Tree. And so I'm using a floral wire to attach my garland ties onto my willow wreath or wreath form. So now I am just attaching my garland ties onto my wreath using a floral wire. And we're just gonna keep going until we will have all the garland ties all around our wreath. It's gonna take a little bit, but it would look nice on your bunny. Sometimes it's hard to put those floral wire onto our the willow tree, and that's why it takes a little bit longer for this process to finish up. And then now I'm putting another piece of garland ties. So now I am done all attaching all my garland ties into my body. Now the next thing that we are going to do is we will make the bunny ears. So for one bunny ear, we will use 4 garland ties and then twist them around each other so that it will be a little bit harder and more stronger. And then after that, you will use your zip tie to connect all 4 of the garland ties together, and then you are going to form your ear or the bunny ears. So the bottom, you will also use another zip tie so you can tie the end of the garland ties. So for one ear, you use 4 garland ties, and these garland ties, it is 12 inches long. Now we will make another ear for our bunny. The same thing, you will need 4 garland ties of 12 inches long, and then you will wrap around 2 garland ties together and then connect them with a zip tie. And then you will do the same thing on both sides. You will use a zip tie to connect the ears. Now we are ready to attach the 2 ears on our bunny. And at first I thought I will use the floral wire, but I think a zip tie would be better. So I am using zip tie to attach the ears onto my willow wreath form. This project is a lot of work because it is made of like 100% handmade stuff. I've assembled everything on this project. But it is really fun. So now we are just attaching 2 ears, 2 bunny ears using zip ties. And we'll have to cut the extra zip ties. We want to make sure that it is secure. If it doesn't look secure, then make sure you put glue to make it secure and it stay in place. So I'm putting glue, hot glue on the ears so that it will be secure. Okay. So while waiting for it to dry up, we're gonna be making 2 little bows. And the reason I want to put bows on that part of the ears, it's because I want to cover that zip tie. So I would like to put these on top of that zip tie so that we won't see that zip tie on those bunny ears. So this is really easy. All you have to do is get 2 strips of wired ribbon and then just form it into a simple bow and use floral wire and then tighten it. I'm using my needle nose right here so I can tighten my my bow using my floral wire. Now we're going to make another one for the other ear. This is very simple bow, but the purpose is I just want to cover those zip ties that I have when I attach the ears onto the bunny's head. So now we have 2 tiny bows for our bunny ears. So let's attach them, and we will just use a hot glue to attach this bows onto the ear. We're gonna try to like play around here and see where exactly we want to glue it before we decide to put glue. So I've decided I'll put it right there and then glue the other one on the other side. Okay, there we go. And now I am going to put some embellishment. I have these tiny flat bunnies, so I'm putting that on my bow or on the bow to make it more decorative. So there we go. That is done. Now we are making the bow for our bunny. And I am using probably like 4 different ribbons. So I'm using my Pro Bow, the hand bow maker. This one right here, this is not a wired ribbon, but it is called a well, it doesn't have wire on the end, but the brand of this ribbon is called the Robert Handley Collection. And I got this from Hobby Lobby. And then we have here another one. So I am using like Easter color or spring colors for my ribbon. This is another cute, really pretty ribbon that I am using for this project. It's going to be just a simple bow, but I think it would look pretty on our bunny. Now I am putting another kind of ribbon. It doesn't specify what kind of ribbon is this, but the brand is the Robert Handley Collection. So it is 1.5 inch and it is very pretty ribbon. So our bow is done, and I'm just cutting the edges to cut it in angle so it would look pretty. Excuse me. All right. Looks like our bow is almost done. So we're just gonna like fluff it around. We're gonna try to shape it and stuff like that. Pull out some of the loops. And then we will attach it to our bunny. We'll be using a glue gun or glue to attach the ribbon. And then I have some Easter egg here that I want to put in the bottom of my bunny. And there we go. Our project is done. This is almost like 100% handmade because I assemble everything from scratch. Thank you very much for watching. Again, this is Ravelyn M. Whistler, owner, designer, and creator of Handmade with Love. You all